All right, 10-4.
We should beat them. See if I can beat y'all to it.
All right, right here.
Let's go to like the actual channel.
Yeah, I'm at the channel. I'm
Yep.
logged into the channel.
We are live right now, and I got it pulled up on the phone.
How's the angle?
It's actually good. We're all good.
All right,
All right.
We're all good.
we're pulling it up on here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed probably one of the best Summerslams in the last decade.
Jimmy.
What a finish. What a show. The tribal chief Roman Reigns is back to close off SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes is still the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, whatever they want to name that damn title. They had so many names for it, it's unreal. But still champion Cody Rhodes with the return of Roman Reigns to prove a point. You know, as soon as Cody won that match, Cody was staring down Roman the entire way. You know, with Roman looking at him like, yeah.
There's definitely some more story to go there, but
like basically looking at him like, you owe me one.
Oh yeah.
Look, here's the thing: is that as you get older in life, you have kids that become adults and think that they can run the house, think they can talk smack, and think they're better than dad. And daddy has to come back, and daddy has to put a whooping on that ass, and that's exactly what Roman Reigns.
That's exactly what we saw. That was really good. That was a great finish.
We'll get more to that whenever the time comes. Let's just go ahead and just run it back.
Let's do a complete recap of the show because. Okay. All right, there we go. We're good. So, we started off the night very strong.
I know I'm very strong. I mean, I went 6 for 7.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I went 6 for 7. I mean, hey.
Like, we started off with the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan.
What a match.
Liv Morgan retaining the Women's World Championship with the help of Dirty Dom, turning on Rhea right at the end.
And we cannot sit there and not talk about Rhea Ripley and that double jointed shoulder.
Ow!
Oh, that shoulder, man.
Man, that made me
great work
watching it.
Yeah.
Great work with that match. Rhea sold the hell out of that shoulder. You've seen it out of place. Like, look, I am no stranger to a shoulder dislocation. No. Like rotator cuff and AC joint. Yeah. We've been through that. We know what that feels like. We know what that looks like. And to see the grimace on her face, it's either she's double jointed or that was legit and she worked through it. And if she worked through it, good Lord. And if that wasn't legit, then they had us fooled. And the fans were fooled as well.
You saw Dirty Dom do what he does best, and that is be a dirty mofo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, bro.
Look, Dominic was sat there, and we saw him in SummerSlam years ago as little baby Dirty Dom whenever he had Eddie and Ray fighting for custody.
Yeah.
But look, all I'm saying is that the winner did not give Dominic Mysterio enough ass whooping or did not teach him enough respect about women because clearly it shows. Look what happened in the match right there.
Yeah, he did Rhea dirty in that one, and that was. But it was a good match overall.
Yeah, it was.
Like, okay, that spot whenever Rhea rammed her shoulder into the announce table to put it back in place, that crowd lost their ever loving. She's like, wow, she just did that.
I know that Becky Lynch is no longer part of WWE at this moment, as we're speaking, but for you to hit the Oblivion the exact same way you won the title, and show the turn for Dom. I mean, look, everybody hates Dom as it is.
Oh yeah,
right.
Everybody hates Dom, but now you got Rhea that was in this position of kind of a heel base / baby face, where you didn't know what her position was because she had Dirty Dom, and now it's clear as day that she is now positioned as a baby face. I kind of see something in the future where Rhea Ripley is going to go for a China status and beat the crap out of Dirty Dom.
Oh, yeah, dude.
She's going to be that China status, and she's going to whoop some Dirty Dom.
Oh, yeah. She's going to get her ends on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, moving forward, leading up to, what is it, Bash in Berlin?
Yeah.
Bash in Berlin, August 31st.
We will not be live for our podcast. It's going to be pre-recorded.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go remote on that one. So look forward to that.
Some people have vacation plans, while other people don't have a life and can't have that kind of stuff.
But he's got vacation plans. We ain't got that kind of shit. But be that as it may, enjoy yourself at Lake Falls Point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's a big park, bro. You're gonna enjoy that.
And then we also
go canoeing, bro.
We had seen a little bit tension backstage whenever Damian Priest came backstage, and we'll get to more about that later on because of the match that happened. But you kind of saw what I said in the pre-show. With the Judgment Day is starting to slowly implode. And like you guys said, the rated R superstar is sitting at home with a smile on his face.
With a broken ankle.
He's healing his broken ankle.
Yep.
Okay, so moving forward.
New Intercontinental Champion.
And Braun Breaker. We predicted this one off the bat that Braun was going to destroy Sami Zayn.
Sami
this was a
fight, though.
This was a knockdown, drag out match.
I will not lie. I was on the edge of my seat at the very beginning whenever Sami Zayn sat there and moved out the way because Braun went full force. Yep. I, for a second, kind of was like, oh no! But then here we go. We see Braun Breaker doing what Braun Breaker does best. I mean, cutting people in half.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that speed, man. That speed is...
And with his daddy and uncle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rick and Scott were up in the press box enjoying that one.
Proud.
Yep.
They were proud.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, Braun is the future of the WWE.
He is, but just let him.
He's got a wonderful future.
Don't force him.
Oh no.
Let him slowly build.
Let him
get the Intercontinental title. Let him slowly build himself up there. That's the way I see it.
Next up.
All right. So next up was the United States Championship. We have a new U.S. champion in L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a hell of a match between them two.
Logan doing what Logan does.
With MGK handing Logan Paul the chain with the knucks on the end.
Yep.
We touched base throughout the PLE about it. And, I'm actually happy that they actually pulled the trigger for LA Knight to finally have a title.
Yep.
Right.
But we touched base about the whole entire main event, Jey Uso, and about how we wish WWE would just eventually pull the trigger.
They're going to.
And they pulled the trigger here tonight.
Now, with the crowd reaction that we saw for LA Knight, do you guys think that we'll get that exact same crowd reaction whenever they eventually pull the trigger for main event and actually give him a single title?
We're going to have a bigger reaction.
Well,
bigger?
Look,
you think so?
I think right now, let him run with the U.S. title for a little while.
Yeah.
Let him make the title.
I think Jay's going to go after the Intercontinental title.
Logan Paul has done a good job being U.S. champion, but you need that veteran status with a guy like LA Knight, who's got 20 years in this business, over 20 years, to make that title better than what it was before.
Yep.
Because at this point, that U.S. title needs the prestige. Just like what Gunther did with the Intercontinental Championship, he put meaning to that championship. And I think LA Knight is one of those guys that have the potential of putting some meaning to the United States Championship moving forward throughout 2024.
I don't see him winning. I don't. However, I would like to see at least one more match for John Cena to go after the U.S. title. I don't see John Cena winning.
Yeah, he's not a grand champion.
Yeah.
But
he's not a Grand Slam champion.
He needs the Intercontinental to be a Grand Slam.
Yeah, he needs the IC title.
But
he was like multiple-time U.S. champ.
What John Cena did for the United States Championship,
look, Eric,
he was a champion.
the ones. Throw up your ones.
What John Cena did for that title was phenomenal, was amazing. So I would love to see him at least go against LA Knight for the title, because I think that those two are basically huge megastars. Yeah. And I think that would be a good match.
You never know. He could become IC champ and have a spinner IC title.
That's true.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, it's the only title he didn't make a spinner yet.
Yeah. Well, other than the tags. Yeah. He is a former tag champ by way of the new Nexus gimmick. The Nexus with Wade Barrett. So, moving forward.
I agree. That music was trash. I don't know what it was. And I will not lie. I'll be 100% honest. Whenever I saw Roman, I was hoping to see Paul Heyman right behind him, and I'll be honest.
Me too.
I'd have been getting like a high school.
I was wondering who you was talking to. I didn't see his comment.
Yeah.
We'll get more to that a little bit later. But again, we like the comments, we like the questions, we like your feedback. Let's have it all.
All right, yeah, definitely. Feel free to drop the comments, show us some love, send us some likes. like, share, subscribe to the new viewers over here. Moving on to the next match, the grudge match that happened between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
What a match.
Seth Rollins as the referee. I dig the outfit that Rollins was rocking as a ref
like
tonight.
An HBK kind of feel to it.
It was kind of shades of that with the top. The bottom, that was his own flair. You know,
that man.
That was a match.
Sparkling.
That man right there can sit there and walk around in, pitch darkness, and you shine one light, you know where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's easy. And in my prediction, I said Seth Rollins was gonna win, and you guys were confused about that, and I won that prediction because if you think about it, Seth Rollins did win because he got in the head of not just Drew but also CM Punk. He sat there and won by building two feuds.
Right.
He built two feuds right there.
Right here.
God knows what could come of that.
Right.
Now, the match itself was downright. It was a good match. Punk, it was his first match that he's had in WWE since 2014.
Right.
He looks good, too.
The Royal Rumble.
He was in great shape.
He looked in great shape.
Yeah.
Kind of gets him just meant for that gray beard you got going on over there.
Hey, no.
Some people
love salt and pepper. Calm down.
He kind of also had he was a lot out of breath a lot.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but they paced it out.
They did.
They did a good pace
And
out.
he let his emotions get the best of him. That's why he lost.
The thing is, they let it breathe. They let the match breathe in between major sequences and big spots and everything like that. They let it breathe. They let the crowd take it in. But if you notice, the person who was getting affected mentally the most was CM Punk.
Yep.
I kind of feel like
that bracelet.
AJ Lee is going to come in because of that bracelet situation.
I think she will too.
I kind of feel like she's going to come play into the storyline.
That
somehow.
would be an interesting thing to see on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it would.
That would be an interesting thing.
I think it will be coming down the line. Look, Drew finally got a dub.
Yeah,
and he got the bracelet.
Drew got the win and the bracelet back off of Punk.
So we're not going to hear come Monday about somebody cost me the match.
Nope,
you're not going to hear it. He's going to come out. He's going to talk that smack about how he beat up CM Punk. We're going to hear CM Punk's music, and then here we're going to see Seth Rollins come. And then Seth Rollins will be like, I'm the one who cost you the match. And we're going to see that feud build. Yep. We don't know when it's going to happen.
Triple threat? We already know it's going to be a triple threat.
I see bad blood. Because that is some bad blood.
Either Bash and Berlin or Bad Blood.
Not
Survivor Series.
You never know. It could just be a layup. Or it could be Seth and Punk at Bash and Berlin.
You're 100% right, Matthew. They lost out on that Seth versus Punk Mania match. So I can kind of see, like I said, Bad Blood, you get Drew, Seth, and Punk.
Yep.
And then somewhere down the line, you build a little more for that Seth Rollins versus Punk match. Because everybody knows Punk and Seth have not just company,
they got personal.
Professional, they have personal hatred for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it was a good match.
It's going to build. Now, moving on to the WWE Women's Championship, Bayley defending against Nia Jax. We have a new women's champion in Nia Jax with the help of Tiffany Stratton.
I got that one wrong. It wasn't Tiffany time, but
she did try to make an attempt to cash in, and Bayley cut her off at the apron.
So, guys, that means Bash of Berlin will have a prediction with cash in. So,
hey, there's still the potential of cash ins later on down the road.
On SmackDown,
I don't see it happening,
Lord.
Because Nia Jax, Princess and Queen theme they got going on right there. Hopefully WWE doesn't see that and we got Princess and Queen. Let's go ahead and give them for the women's tag titles also. I don't need that. Let's leave Apple Fire, whatever that tag team is. Let's leave them as the champions going with Belair.
Tag champs.
Let them keep those feuds going on with Belair and what's her name? That just Jade Cargill.
Yeah, Cargill.
Let that go on over there.
I tell you, Bayley's a chance too.
Bayley took a whooping and a half.
Three
annihilators and 2 power bombs to end that match.
Because
that's a lot of heat.
Because if you notice that whenever Nia Jax goes for her annihilators, a lot of times she holds the ring and she drops down, so it's not as much pressure. But that last one, there was no grabbing of her. She just, plopped all of herself down.
I think she's going to be a good champion.
I think she will.
She's been a champion before. And, her dominance as women's champion in the past.
She could join the bloodline too.
Because she is Samoan.
Yep. They've been talking about a woman joining.
Yeah, they have. But we'll see how that goes down the line. It was a very good match.
Yeah.
It was a slow-paced match.
Great storytelling in the process as well there, too.
I wasn't expecting a lot of spots for that move because of Nia Jax's limited ability with her performance.
Did a lot.
Bailey to belly. The Bailey to belly that was hit.
And that power bomb.
And that power bomb off the corner, dude, that was great.
So we have to find someone to contest against Nia Jax that can kind of like go head to head with her.
Yeah,
I say the return of Raquel Rodriguez.
Maybe. I would like that.
Maybe
Raquel Rodriguez returning to SmackDown, and
Nia Jax's last run was very short as champion.
Right.
But there's so few for her to feud with that can go ahead and be on her ability.
Exactly.
Either Raquel or Charlotte. But how long is it going to be till Charlotte gets back? You know, because like she had her surgery, she's still recouping.
Yep.
You know, all that jazz. But it's been a while since we've seen Raquel.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's been a hot minute since.
But is she on SmackDown or Raw?
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yes, she's SmackDown.
Okay, I can see Raquel going against her.
Do you remember? You remember, like whenever we went to that Lafayette show, she was on SmackDown.
Yep.
Well, they did have the draft after that.
Yeah, that was pre-draft, but
So,
still at the same time, I think she stayed with. I think she's gonna stay with SmackDown because if anything, Raquel has the height advantage on that situation. Not to mention, she's not afraid to get down and dirty in the wrestling.
I just thought about it. Piper Niven.
Piper Niven. That's
that
another
would be
one.
a good match between
that would
be there. That would be a good, phenomenal match. I can see some work.
You know, Chelsea Green playing a role in Piper's victories.
And Tiffy Time along with Chelsea Green.
In the era of Triple H, we just never knew.
Exactly. There's so many possibilities. That's all.
Kayfabe was dead, where you could literally call out everything while watching it. But when Triple H took over, I can't call nothing now.
I only went what I did for mine because the storytelling, you can see kind of something where it was going. But then they had times where during the matches, I was even wondering if I was going to get it right.
Yep.
Because they did it so well.
Yep.
Right. Actually.
So well.
So moving on, the World Heavyweight Championship. We have a new World Heavyweight Championship in Gunther.
I called it. I said Finn Balor was going to cost it.
That was intense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have what I believe the demise of Judgment Day as we know it.
Yeah,
We're
Finn
going
Balor,
to Judgment Day 2.0.
Yeah,
Finn
but
Balor costing the match.
You can't take away from Damien.
No.
That was hell.
Damien brought the wood, bro.
Yeah,
the wood? He brought the blood from a chop.
Dude, he broke Gunther's flesh. That's the first guy to ever break flesh on Gunther since being in the WWE.
Damn.
Like, okay, that match with Ilya Dragunov in NXT UK, that's about as close as damaging as Gunther has ever obtained in a match.
But here's the thing, Damian Priest had the same issue that Punk had.
Right.
The same exact issue. Whenever you let personal things interfere into your match.
Right.
Punk had the bracelet situation. That cost him the match. Damian Priest had Finn Balor.
He was going after Finn.
He sat there and he got that pumped up where he got out of that chokehold. And instead of focusing on Gunther, where he could potentially
he went go put Finn in a chokehold. He went
straight to Finn.
Yeah.
He let that anger get the best of him.
Right.
Monday Night Raw is going to be...
Oh, it's going to be an interesting Monday Night Raw. Make no mistake.
Here's my question. I said this in the pre-show. What do you guys think about what I said in the pre-show? Are we looking at a revised Judgment Day 2.0 where you have Finn Balor and you have JD McDonough with Liv Morgan and
Dirty Dom,
but then you have Rhea and you have Damian Priest. I'm sorry, Carlito.
Yeah, Carlito.
But we don't know where he's going to go.
Carlito's,
it's a flip of a coin.
Carlito's more like a toss-up and an honorable mention.
Carlito, you're fighting for custody for one of the two. We're just going to put you down in the middle and you choose where you want to go.
But knockdown, drag-out match with Gunther and Priest. I mean, Priest was throwing them Mongolian chops to the chest so hard that he broke flesh in Gunther's chest. That was some shotgun
both of your
chops.
King of the Ring tournament winners are champions tonight.
Exactly.
And we got Bash at Berlin coming up, and you got hometown boy over here coming
up. He's Austrian, but he is.
If this would have been the Vince McMahon era, still they wouldn't put titles on the King of the Ring champion.
No.
Roman would still be champion.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you would be looking at Roman through all the way through.
Speaking of which, probably one of the best ring wrestlers in WWE. He brought honor to the Intercontinental Championship. We'll do the same with Heavyweight Championship belt as well. Looking forward to his reign.
Okay, so Matthew, on that, he is a great wrestler. You are right. We talked about this during the actual.
We actually had a good detailed discussion.
He is a great professional wrestler. However, the entertainer part is where he's lacking. He needs to get some work done, and maybe rest in peace. We need him. He should be there to go ahead and teach it. We need Cody Rhodes' dad to be there to teach people. We need Dusty. Dusty can sit there and turn a professional wrestler into a superstar entertainer while still keeping that professional wrestler intact.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to be done with Gunther for that, but I believe with the right person, he can mold Gunther just right.
Yeah.
Don't lose that professional wrestler.
Oh no, absolutely not. No,
whatever you want to call him.
Because people come for the stiff, bro. They basically that match was two meaty men slapping meat.
Look,
all right, that was a meat match.
Gunther's
period.
Gunther's chops. Well, sorry, my bad. Gunther's chops, Walter's chops, however you know this man by. You feel his chops through the screen.
They reverberate, man.
And then you have Damian
Priest
that was
echoed
doing
through
the
that
same
arena.
thing. I was like, I kind of had my chest hurting for a second.
I couldn't breathe for a second.
And look, I've been on the ass end of some really nasty chops. Good. Okay, you've seen me get lit up.
I'm good.
You've never seen me get lit up, but you probably watch matches and me getting lit up. Trucker Jones, love you, buddy.
I'm good.
You know, that was just an overall that
was a hell of a match.
And then before we go into the next one, I do have to give a shout out to Jelly Roll and also
that was awesome.
That was cool, dude. That was great.
That was gorgeous, that choke slam is something Undertaker would be proud
of. The 5-knuckle shuffle between him, R-Truth, and Miz. That was just something. It was a great pop for the crowd. The crowd got a hell of a laugh out of it as well. But that choke slam, brother,
Theory made
that was great. That was so good. That was so good. Big props to Jelly Roll for that one. Look, great performance at the beginning of the show. You know, what was it, American? God Bless America.
And then he did the theme song.
Great performance. And then the theme song for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Then topping it off with that choke slam.
That was awesome.
Oh, man, that was great. That was so good. That pop. Look, I popped clean out my seat for this one. That was great. So
I thought it was just in the ring for a minute. I go in the ring. I take a choke slam.
Without further ado, we go into the main event. Cody Rhodes, still your undisputed WWE champion, getting a win over Solo Sikoa with the return
of the OTC.
The original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, but also Kevin Owens coming back out. Randy Orton coming in to try to even the odds there. That was great.
Me neither.
They did.
That was an Uso spot.
They did their.
Whoa. No,
hold on.
No. I gotta stop you. You're jumping way too far ahead, my good man.
Why?
You're jumping way too far ahead. Why are you not talking about Arn Anderson?
Well,
why are you not talking about Arn?
I was going to get to that.
Come on.
I was going to get to that.
You can't jump over Arn Anderson.
A double A back on WWE television. That was a great sight to see.
For anybody that's an AEW fan as well, because look, I watch all different kinds of promotions. Arn Anderson, seeing him, that was beautiful. We need Arn Anderson to basically do Cody Rhodes.
Not just AEW.
Just Arn.
But
leave
anybody
the gun in the back. Don't bring the gun out to the ring.
Please. For anybody who is a Four Horsemen fan, okay? Look, Arn Anderson was the backbone. I feel was the backbone of
Arn Anderson
the Four Horsemen.
Is the original enforcer.
The original enforcer. Him and only the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. You know, going back to then, him and Tully Blanchard tag teaming back in the day, throughout the NWA days and the early WCW days. That dude was a force to be reckoned with. And he's already proven that even after retirement, that dude can still lay down a clean spine buster. Now, and then also Cody walking out from his bus with Pharaoh. Everybody knows Pharaoh. That is the most gorgeous husky I've ever seen.
And that mask.
The mask was really cool.
The entrance was a nice, slow-based entrance.
Yeah, like that they paced it out. Yeah. They let him get his gimmick on and his
that robe.
That robe was nice. That was very nice. Yes. But overall, the return of Roman Reigns.
The match itself, though, was a very...
It was well paced out.
You had Solo, who was Solo, the enforcer, the man who sit there and can take you coming at him 100 miles per hour, and he'll just sit there and be like, what now? Yeah. Like, he was good.
It's like Superman whenever somebody fires a bullet at you.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, but then you had his new bloodline come in.
Yeah, with the Tongans. The Tongans tried to come in. They tried to soften up Cody. Next thing you know, KO and Orton come out.
I didn't like
it either.
I preferred the
but if anything, they took them out in the weeks prior. So I felt it was only fair. It was only fair for the fans to get that gratification.
You can't have Jimmy coming out with Jake.
Right, because they're still...
We need to build that So what we need is here's my thing. We need SmackDown to come. Roman Reigns cutting that promo where he says we need to build the family back, the OG family. Then we're going to have Jimmy come out. And Jimmy and him are going to talk. And Roman's going to be like, you need to sit there and call your brother. We need your brother.
Yeah.
Like, we need the original bloodline back.
You're going to see a more, per se, desperate Roman Reigns. Because
a more dominant Roman Reigns, a more desperate Solo.
A more dominant, desperate Roman Reigns to get the
I wouldn't really call it desperate. I would say Solo would be the desperate one because he's trying to make sure he's the dominant Samoan.
Jimmy and Jay will come to save Roman. You're right.
At one point, yeah.
I think Jimmy returns to the next pay-per-view.
It's not a if,
I don't see him going to pay-per-view.
It's not an if but when situation when it comes to the Usos.
Because you have to build it. You're talking about long-term booking. You got to build this all the way to Survivor Series War Game. Because I honestly think that's where it's going to culminate. Where you're going to have Bloodline versus Great Value Bloodline.
I like that one.
I am the Great Value Jelly Roll.
Yes,
by the way. That's how you thought it was me. That's why you thought it was me in the ring. Look,
we've called him the Great
Jimmy and
Value.
Jay will come to save Roman.
Right, he pitched that one.
Yeah, he's the Great Value one, so it is.
Great Value Jelly
But
Roll. I like that one.
You have to sit there and build it.
Yeah, it's all about the build. It's how, like, the long-term
So
story.
if you put Roman versus... no. You can't put Roman. You got to have Roman versus Solo at Bad Blood.
Yeah,
because the title is perfect for it.
Bloodline rules.
Bloodline rules. Bad Blood. There you go.
And that's how you figure out if Jimmy and Jay are going to be able to coexist.
You kind of build that over.
Right.
You know what? Go ahead and give Jimmy and Jay one more match at Bash in Berlin. Give them a match against each other.
Let them bury the hatchet.
I don't think they're going to feud when they're going to come back.
Hug the shit out. And
I don't think they're going to feud when they come back.
But, I mean, as of right now, Jay has been doing an outstanding job singles-wise. Yeah. As a singles wrestler, Jay has been tearing it up on Monday.
And I hate to see him go back in the tag team era and
he
back
won't.
to that. I think that just, let him go.
Let creative work that out for him.
Let him sit there and go with Roman. Let him go with Jimmy and Jay. Let the Usos go for the Bloodline to go ahead and take out the Great Value Bloodline. And let them take them out. Let them show Solo and put him back in his place. Hey, look, you ain't no tribal chief. You was never going to be no tribal chief. Just go ahead and get back where you belong.
Yeah, you just basically Roman telling Solo, you're nothing but a cheap imitation of
what point you bring back The Rock to feud with Roman after Bad Blood?
No.
No. Push that to Mania.
No.
Why? Rumble leading to Mania.
I think it's going to be Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
War Games, yeah.
Survivor Series Wars Game. I can see Roman sitting there getting the dub. No. What if they throw us for an even bigger loop? See, this one like the Triple H era. You have Roman Reigns leading
the OG
Bloodline versus the Great Value Bloodline. Yeah. And
with The Rock leading
not leading them. The very end comes down where it's Solo, it's Roman. Who's going to be the tribal chief? Everyone else is laid out, and all of a sudden you hear the music. The final boss, The Rock music.
Right.
He comes into the ring, rock bottom, people elbow on Roman Reigns. Solo gets the 3 count, and then the Leia gets put on The Rock.
That's what he says. 10 million ways to go about this.
There's 10. Yeah, there's like for every one,
I agree with Cody Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania.
I'll say Roman Rock. I'll say
Mania
Roman
too.
Rock.
It's Mania. It's Mania. But it's how you build it. How do you give that? Because look, they coincided at this year's WrestleMania. But if you cost Roman the actual Leia, you cost him the tribal chief, what he loves and he adores, and that's him, then there's nothing left for Roman. You have a desperate man over here that now wants to get revenge on the person who cost him everything.
But at the same time, just like I was saying earlier at the pre-show, begin with the end in mind.
Yeah.
So you've already got the ending. It's how are they going to get to it? See, there's a bunch of different ways. Like I said, one ending, 5 to 10 different ways to get to it. They have enough room to swerve at every opportunity given. But
let's not use the Rumble though.
They're not. I'm talking about leading all the way up to Mania.
I know, but let's
how are they going to the end in mind is Mania?
Yes.
So you still got we're at the beginning of August, September, October, November, December. You got November is Survivor Series. The last week of January or the first week of February, Rumble.
Yeah.
And then you got the first week of April at Mania. So you still have 2 major pay-per-views
Guys,
before Mania.
I just had the epiphany.
Yeah.
I just had the epiphany. Where is WrestleMania going to be at next year?
Vegas.
Okay. Whenever you had the T-Mobile Arena, where's T-Mobile Arena at? Vegas. Whenever they did the WrestleMania post kind of thing where it was Cody Rhodes who said he was going to do the match.
In Vegas.
It was in Vegas. It's going to culminate all in Vegas.
Long-form storytelling.
Exactly.
Begin with the end in mind. And that's where it's going to be.
I mean, dude, there's so many different ways to go.
You never know.
There's so many ways. So with that being in mind, guys, what are we looking at coming out with Bash in Berlin?
Well, Bash in Berlin is basically, to me, I feel there's going to be like the same storylines are going to be developing there. You might have some title rematches. You might have a new heater, couple new heaters.
I don't think it's going to be.
You never know. Jacob Fatu may finally get a singles PLE match.
Speaking of Jacob Fatu, we didn't even mention about him.
Oh, that splash he did to Cody on the announce table.
It was beautiful, but you saw he hurt himself.
Yeah. I think he busted.
And you could tell because he was hollering.
Oh, he was so.
He was mad. He was throwing chairs, sitting down like.
It was kind of like Vince when he slid in the ring
like
and
he blew his quads,
and he stood up and fell.
He blew both his quads.
Jacob Fatu tried to stand up and he fell, so he couldn't.
That's the one when it was Cena and Batista, right?
They both won the Royal Rumble.
Like they both their feet touched the floor at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was exactly what.
All in all, it was a great.
That's what that reminded me of, absolutely. And quite honestly, on that situation with Fatu, I wish for the best for Jacob Fatu.
We'll find out Thursday.
Okay. Hopefully he's getting looked at by a doc right now, and hopefully good things are to come because that man has outstanding freaking potential.
Oh, yeah.
And don't sleep on Jacob Fatu. He might be a member of the bloodline, but by himself, that man is a wrecking machine.
So for Matthew, Cena
throw into the WWE.
So Cena is...
He's got a feud with everybody.
Oh, well, Cena is the salt in WWE. Salt you can literally put on anything that you're cooking. That's essentially what Cena is. Cena is the salt in WWE.
I think Cena's going to go after the IC title one.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to go for that 17.
But I don't
Yeah, because he's never been Intercontinental Champion before.
He hasn't. Cena
it's sad to say that The Miz is two-time Grand Champion.
Yeah, Miz is a two-time Grand Slam champion. That's crazy to say that.
Well, I kind of see him going also for the world title and picking up a world title win.
Right.
Because the thing is that he's gotten that blessing from Ric Flair. Ric Flair had says he wants to see it. Could his whole entire ending of his career basically end at Mania with him winning the title?
Possibly, but he said his tour doesn't have to end at Mania. It might extend a little. The whole 2025 is his tour.
I think it ends at Mania. I think he wins the title, and I think he retires with the title, but he gives a title to someone else.
Like passing the torch.
But who, though? That's the thing. If Cody Rhodes is still champion, we can't really take it off of Cody Rhodes.
That would have to be World Heavyweight.
It's going to be the World Heavyweight title, yeah.
It would have to be Gunther that Cena faces.
If Gunther's still champion.
Unless Seth or Drew or Punk has that title by then.
Because here's the thing, is like, literally, Damian Priest just won the title at Mania.
Right.
And now he's lost the title in August.
Already, yeah.
April, May, June, July. That's a 4-month title reign right there.
Take into consideration his opponents so far.
Yeah.
He fought Drew. He fought Seth.
Him and Finn is going to be a knockout.
Moving to Monday Night Raw. Oh, look. Monday Night Raw is going to be lit. But
here's the thing, though. Whenever we have Finn versus Damian, what Finn are we getting? Are we getting the Finn Balor, the Prince Finn Balor? Are we getting...
We're not going to get the Demon.
We're not getting the Demon just yet. You got to really piss Finn off to get the Demon.
For the Demon to come out for Finn Balor...
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Last time he was the Demon, he faced Edge in Hell in a Cell.
But WWE also likes to leave Easter eggs.
I would love to see Orton, because Orton is a tremendous heel. Phenomenal heel.
Where are we looking at?
Matthew says he wants to see Orton turning and possibly picking up a belt and feud with Cena. I would love that.
Yeah.
Because
Orton said he wanted
Orton and Cena were one of the biggest feuds in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah. So many.
Going into the modern era of WWE. One of the best feuds
they actually had
in the modern era.
was actually one of the things was the feud ones that they do was Cena and Randy Orton.
Right.
Because
absolutely.
There was some matches.
You're definitely going to see Punk. You're definitely going to see Orton. You're definitely going to see maybe Roman.
Because it's like this: the WWE has so many stars at the moment that are up there.
Miz said it. It's hard to get on the card.
It's hard to get on the card these days. Why? Because there's so many stars.
And
When
there's
Roman
long
Reigns
term
is champion
storytelling.
over the
That's
last,
fine.
but over the last couple of years, whenever Roman was champion, Roman helped make so many stars.
Yeah.
L.A. Knight, Logan
Paul, yep.
Randy Orton,
Yep.
Kevin Owens. Well, I mean, Orton's already a star. Fuck
Yeah.
you. But Kevin Owens,
Yeah.
you know, the feud he had with them, Cody Rhodes. There's so many
And just
that
let you
it's
guys
hard to put everybody on one card because there's so many stars and not enough airtime
Yeah.
to get them.
Yep.
So
and I'm just going to tell you guys right offhand, I can see in about 5 to 10 years, you guys will see a new A&E documentary where it's feuds where it's Bloodline versus Kevin Owens.
right.
Yeah.
Because Kevin has been feuding with the
Oh,
Bloodline
yeah.
Oh yeah.
for like maybe 10 years, it feels
Oh,
like.
yeah.
I mean,
Feels like 10 years.
that
It was
poor
still
man
like
has
2 or 3.
never, ever left that order.
And to put it back, next year SummerSlam is going to be a 2-night event,
Yep.
Yep,
just like
that is
Mania.
true.
So
I kind of
Mania's
Oh.
going to be fun to podcast 2 nights in a row. That's going to
Oh,
be lit.
yeah.
What if the Rumble goes 2 nights too, though?
It will.
But
Because
Yeah,
you're gonna have the
next year's-
women's Rumble one night and the men's Rumble
It
the
could,
next.
it could.
well, here's one of the other things. Speaking of the Women's Rumble, do you think we're ever going to get an all-women's pay-per-view again?
No,
Like Evolution?
no, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, they could do it once
The
a
rating
year.
was so low for that. It's retarded.
I
But
mean,
the
they,
bad thing is why they did it though.
but
they
also
did it
the
as a
marketing
pity.
wasn't all that great
Yeah.
for it either.
It was pity because they couldn't go to the Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
They couldn't go to
Right.
Saudi
Oh,
Arabia.
true. Yeah, yeah.
So if you actually do a proper Women's Evolution pay-per-view, promote it properly,
Yeah.
and not has a pity pay-per-view,
Right.
that's
True.
a possibility.
And let Stephanie even lead the show.
No.
Why not?
No.
I mean,
definitely don't need
The,
to
Mc,
do
the
that.
McMahon name has been tarnished because of
You
this.
saw she was in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, she
huh?
was in the
She
crowd
was.
tonight.
Let's
That
go
was
ahead and make
really
her
cool.
Stephanie Hunter. Then let her lead it.
Stephanie Helmsley.
Yeah,
Oh, exactly, Stephanie Hunter. Let's let her lead that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be 100% down.
Like
for something
nix
like
the
that.
McMahon name out of her. Like,
Hey, Cody actually mentioned it earlier. The entrance is just awesome.
Oh
yeah,
I love
a
the
very
Titantron.
very simple
Simple.
entrance.
Simple is
To where you
good.
can put more. They put what 57,000.
What'd you say earlier? Less
57,000.
is more.
Less
Yes.
is more. Absolutely.
Not that big ass Titantron. You got one little thing.
Because
One
like
little
Monday Night
tunnel.
Raw.
I'm kind of different with that, guys. I'm sorry. I grew up in the Attitude Era.
Well,
Here's the
so
thing.
do we.
Here's the thing. I'm perfectly fine with the less is better. However, your 4 main,
Yeah, the main would need to
let's
be big.
get the big.
Yeah.
Let's get the Mania. Let's get the
Yeah.
SummerSlam. Let's get the Survivor Series.
Royal
Let's get
Rumble.
the Rumble.
Yeah.
Everything else, let's go simple.
Let's go simple with that.
Yeah.
Let's go 4 big. Everything else simple.
I mean, because think about it from like the 80s and the early 90s. The entrance for pay-per-views was just looked like a goddamn broom closet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. They kept
It went
it
to the
simple.
attitude. Went to the ruthless aggression era. They
Yeah,
started
when it-
really getting into all
Yeah,
that.
they were
very
so good.
intricate on the
Like back in the day, the
entrances.
backlash, how they had them little like hooks
Like the
swinging. That was
swinging
awesome.
blades. All that
Yeah.
was
And
great.
all I'm gonna say,
SummerSlam, the big old S logo. That was awesome. You know?
if they ever bring back Hell in a Cell, can you guys please not give us that red ring?
Oh, we're gonna get the red ring.
I hate
We're
that
gonna
red
get a red-
cage
yeah, we're gonna
so
get
much.
No, keep it the original freaking galvanized steel, like
or
it
the
was when it first
elimination
started.
chamber. I don't like the new elimination chamber.
Yeah, the new elimination chamber is a little wonky.
They got pads now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
No,
It's
and
gonna-
tempered
Well, after
glass.
that, still great floor.
Guys with tempered
Yeah.
glass or not, they're still gonna get hit through it.
Through. No, but it's
I mean-
probably plastic now.
I mean, let's take a flashback to Goldberg going after Jericho in the elimination
oh, he
chamber.
broke that shit.
That was a demolishment and a half. That
Well, it
was
looks
great.
like we didn't get Zilla. So I was
No,
wrong about
but-
that.
I mean, I didn't see Zilla coming. I didn't.
I did.
Same.
I was more for Roman or one of the Jimmy or
I did
James.
not think, and Cody's been calling this for months, saying Roman will return at SummerSlam just like
And I
last year.
said that at the pre-show.
Y'all all said it, and I had a feeling it was going to be Jimmy. I don't know why, but I'm figuring Roman, but Roman did it. He came
I
back.
called it.
He came back. Well, his shirt used to say it, "Come in, whoop ass, leave," or something like that. That's exactly what he did.
Like a live race hell
But
lead. Kind of like
Cody's eyes-
Austin.
Cody's eyes did not leave Roman.
Oh no!
He did everything.
Roman hit that Superman punch and that spear on the Solo. Man, Cody grabbed Solo.
Yeah.
He did the his finisher, and
I'd
all
say-
of a sudden he's just sitting there staring at Roman the whole time I'm spinning.
I'd say
In the
Solo
three
was a
count,
little.
yeah, it's
didn't
like-
get mad.
Like, long story short, Cody was staring him down, and Roman was like, "Yeah,
So there's more
you
there.
owe me one
Oh, yeah.
now."
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
kind of see Cody and Roman a couple years down the road, maybe next year after Mania, after Rock and Roman.
Well, I wouldn't let it drag that far.
Yeah, me neither.
No, it's not going to per se drag, but it's going to pop back up.
Because, I mean,
It will.
basically, this right here was the culmination of how can they miss you if you never go away? After Mania, Roman took that break. He needed to get himself right.
It could happen at Bash in Berlin.
Good. There could be little things in the process.
I think your AC's beeping.
I don't know why. Anyway.
Anyways.
But Bad Blood.
Bad Blood. That's gonna be that's definitely gonna be something dealing.
Now that's a
Roman
pay-per-view
and
name I haven't heard in.
What are we at right now? August what?
We're August 3rd right now.
The 3rd. The pay-per-view is 31st. So tomorrow night the storytelling starts.
31st is Bash
Story
in Berlin.
building starts.
That's what I'm talking about.
Monday
Bash in
Night
Berlin.
Raw. Well, Bash in Berlin first.
See,
I see
Bash-
Orton turning and possibly picking up. Oh, I saw that.
See, Bash at Berlin. The thing about that is being it's so soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick. I think it's gonna be rematches.
Yeah, it's gonna be some rematches there. Let's just.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with a filler pay-per-view.
That's what's
sorry, guys. Grandpa's a little tired.
Yeah.
But Bad Blood, that's going to be the one right there, where we're going to see possibly Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Possibly going to see Roman versus Solo. We're going to see some good matches on that paper.
Yeah,
Roman
and then
versus Solo.
My apologies, WWE. They're PLE events.
Yes.
Well, okay, so if not Sami Zayn, who do you think's up next in the lineup for the IC title?
I don't know.
That's easy. There's only one person.
Mm-hmm.
Dragunov.
Ilya, for sure.
The man that sells.
Well, Ilya or Ludwig Kaiser.
I think Sammy's going to get his rematch tomorrow. Get that out of the way.
I think Sammy gets his rematch at Bash in Berlin. Has a quick one.
Yeah.
Quick filler. Sammy's going to go with the whole entire I pinned you, you pinned me, squash match, Bash at Berlin.
We already know Monday night, Rhea and Damian's opening up Raw, and SmackDown Roman's opening.
For all the wrestling fans, just remember, guys, it is not USA, it is Sci-Fi.
Yeah, on Raw.
Yeah,
Sci-Fi for Raw. Sci-Fi for Raw. Keep that in mind, guys. I don't want you guys to be on the USA channel like, oh, where is my It's not going to be.
You can watch
the Olympics are still going down right now on USA.
You can watch the Olympics, but I mean,
close it up.
So, I mean, any final remarks on the show?
Best pay-per-view? I think it was better than Mania.
One of the best SummerSlams I've watched in a hot minute.
Take away Cody winning the belt at Mania
disappointed.
is better than Mania.
I was somewhat disappointed.
Okay.
SummerSlam is known for the returns.
Yeah. Right.
We only got one, which was Roman.
But it was worth it, though.
Yeah,
it was a noteworthy return.
But I kind of was expecting more.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Because they've been building up saying this is going
to
be better.
Greedy.
Well,
I was kind of hoping for a little more.
But
Randy and Kevin O doesn't count because they've been there.
Right, but here's the point you got to understand, though. There's still a lot more of 2024. Yeah. We're halfway through the year right now. We still got another.
But it is the biggest party of the summer. It's supposed to be the biggest party of the
summer.
I'm expecting more. I would have been perfectly fine with Nia Jax winning, and you hear Charlotte Flair
the setup.
Yeah.
That would
be
cool.
Sitting there staring down.
Yeah.
I'd have been perfectly fine. Because right now, there is no direction for Nia. That would have set up some direction.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, because Nia's been outright destroying everybody.
You can tell I grew up in Attitude Era. I keep saying tomorrow when pay-per-views is on Sunday.
Like freaking Michin and everybody else in between. You know, I mean...
It's like I said, I want to see Piper Niven versus Nia.
That'd be a good match.
We can have Charlotte come in.
All right.
I mean, other than that, it was a great PLE.
Yep.
I just wanted some more people to some more return.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all want to maybe
100 times better than Mania.
Yeah.
Mania.
Yeah. Take away Cody winning. It's better than Mania.
Yeah.
But Cody winning at Mania, because we didn't have the podcast, and Cody winning at Mania, a lot of people loved it because it was a culmination of Cody's final,
like a whole 2 years worth of building.
2 years worth of building, and it was so much nostalgia there for us.
Oh, absolutely.
As fans of the Attitude Era, fans of wrestling, you see Rock, you see Taker, you see Cena, you've seen everything. That's what made that match so much better.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of Mania, next year, since it's going to be in Vegas, guess who lives in that area? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But he didn't make the return this year.
Because they didn't.
Because Undertaker's spot was supposed to be Austin's.
It was supposed to be Austin's.
Yep. Because Austin and Rock is the biggest feud.
Austin didn't want to have to travel that far.
Nope.
So if he was going to travel that far, he was going to ask for a little more money.
Was best described. It's all about the money.
Yeah, here comes the money, brother.
But yeah, I mean, I think it was an all-in-all great PLE. It was better Mania than some aspects.
Right.
But I wouldn't say it's 100% better than Mania.
Yeah.
Right now, the year has its looking. I mean, I'm looking at right now SummerSlam and then Mania. But there's no telling what's coming out.
Yeah, you still got Survivor Series, the Rumble. We know Cody ain't winning it for the third time, so
I don't think
we're
so
gonna find
neither.
somebody
Look,
winning it.
all I know is that Rumble. I love Rumble simply because it's the grain in the sand.
Yeah,
I love that one.
Yeah.
All right, so to close this off, how about y'all plug yourselves, and I'll do a couple
I'm
plugs.
good. I don't need
Where
to
can
plug
we find y'all?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube here.
Yep.
Y'all can find me at TikTok at JBD for Life. You can find me here on YouTube at Cody Hawkins 88, and that's Hawkins with a Z, not an S. And you can also find me on Facebook at Just Built Different Cody Hawkins. With that being said,
Before we head out, before we end,
McIntyre.
Matthew, I got you on this one. McIntyre saying his feud's done with Punk. That is not true.
No, it's not. You got
He
the bracelet.
took that bracelet. Put that bracelet. That is not done at all.
Punk is not bad blood.
Oh, no.
Punk's not
Nope.
done.
Bad blood.
it will never be over, baby.
Bad blood.
It'll never be over.
Matthew, I want to say thank you to Matthew. I want to say thank you to Eric. I want to say thank you to everyone that's commenting.
Everybody that's here.
If you guys like what you see, like, subscribe, send to your buddies, post them on Facebook, TikTok, wherever you can send it. Shoot it out.
We'll be live every pay-per-view.
Every PLE. Well, except for Bash at Berlin.
Yeah, that's gonna be digital though. We'll still be.
We're still gonna be there.
We're
Still
going to be
a podcast.
remotely basically
Yeah.
doing that pre-show.
We're gonna.
And y'all can catch me. I'm going to be in action August 31st, Chalmette, Louisiana. Takeover Wrestling Alliance's first show of the year, basically.
Yep.
It's a new federation, new attitude. There's guys from what used to be Elevate Pro, which is another great federation out of the Chalmette area. A lot of great talent coming through. I will be there. There's going to be a huge card coming up. I look forward to it. And I have 3.5 weeks to prepare. So I've got some work cut out ahead of me. I actually am looking at pursuing a weight goal because right now I'm about like 255, 256. Top draw? Top draw is what?
October what?
I got that. So,
At the end of October?
also, guys, Ashley Toops, you can check with Little E Creations. Makes these phenomenal cups that she has.
Sponsor the channel.
She sponsors the channel. She does the wrestling cups. You give her design. I'm pretty sure she can make it. She does adult cups. She also does kids cups. I have 4 cups
T-shirts,
for my kids.
everything.
You name it, she does it, guys.
She actually made these.
And
All
yeah,
this up
and
here.
Ashley is also going to be my exclusive merch maker for my shirts and my cups moving forward. My shirts will be $15 a piece, small through extra large. Anything 2X and up will be $18. My cups have gone down from $30 to $15. So half price on just about on the cups, and you're looking at about a 30% cut on the shirts. So if y'all are interested, DM me at Just Built Different Cody Hawkins on Facebook, or you can find me at JBD for Life on TikTok. If you're interested in the merchandise, I will be more than glad to get your information down and get you a shirt or a cup ready.
If you guys are interested in title belts, you can check out my guy Dustin King out in WCW We Collect Wrestling Belts. He does. He not per se
This is
makes
a really
these.
nice belt.
He gets the connections. He makes beautiful belts. He can hook you guys up. Great prices.
I mean, the
So,
leather quality
check
on
it
this
out,
is
you guys. You
amazing.
can check them out.
Like the
Um,
plates are really thick, good density. The belt is awesome leather quality, good stitching,
What's the date?
good
And
rivets.
if you guys love watching indie wrestling, you guys, we got Top Draw Wrestling. That's going to be Saturday, October 5th at 6 p.m.
In Delcom.
in Delcom at the high school, guys. The tickets are on sale right now. Top Draw is not sponsoring us. We're just big fans of it. We have basically family that are wrestlers for Top Draw. So if you guys like it, check them out also. With that,
Oh,
take care, guys.
We'll see
Be
you at
safe.
Bachelor Berlin.
Have
All right.
fun, guys.
William Fusho, Justin Toops, Just Built Different Cody Hawkins. Y'all have a good night.